All right, welcome home. Welcome to Inside Pool TV and the APA blasting out across the galaxy. We're here live at Strokers Palm Harbor in beautiful Florida. We're going to do a match with Brad Shearer and Brett Stottlemyer. We're racing to 7 here. This is day 3 and the final day of the 2016 U.S. Amateur Championships opening round. And it has been one amazing tournament. Wow. Both the women's and men's tournaments have just been really the highest level play I've seen. I've done this 5 years now, and I have to say it's been very impressive going into the final day. So we're going to go ahead and play 8-ball first. He's going to go ahead and use the plastic rack there, or magic rack, whatever you like to call it. Template, which freezes all the balls to there's no spaces in between, holds everything together. But as we saw yesterday, some of you may have seen that it can actually roll up if the balls go into the long rail and back into the center. It can push that rack up and cause some kind of interference. All right, he makes a ball. Makes a stripe. He's got a shot on the 11. And drop down for that side ball under the 15. I'm having a problem seeing which stripes are what, so you're just going to hear me say this stripe and that stripe. Yeah, it's been great. These guys are both playing very well. I think it should be a great match. Brad plays out of Brown Billiards in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Brett is a player that plays out of Maryland. Always a strong player in this tournament. Shoot the 10 ball. Not sure what's going to happen after he hits the 10. I mean, more than likely he's going to run into the 9, which goes then down. Maybe clips off the 3 ball. Nope. Hit it clean. Uh-oh. Now he's really going to have to... I can't tell if he can see an angle here or not. I don't think he can see the whole ball. He probably already would have been shooting it if he did. All right. Put the ball, tied the 7 in the, I believe that's the 15 up there. Which one is that? Regardless, it's tied up with one of the stripes. All right, first shot of the day. Missed it. 4 in the side looks like the best opening shot to me. I go up behind the 5, which is a problem ball. Okay, he's going to shoot the 1. It makes going to the 5. He'll take it. Yeah, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like to make the ball not in the pocket that it was intended to go in. But it is allowed in this tournament. So it can be both an advantage and a hindrance. Depending on whether you're sitting in the chair or not. He doesn't want to stretch on the 7. Well, it's a good way to start your day here at Strokers Palm Harbor. 8-ball delivery. Brett Stottlemyer is up 1-0. You're watching Poolplayers.com production, along with my own entity, Inside Pool TV, and the billiard channel. We're teaming up here, and it's been great. It's been this is day 5 for me. Day 3 of the men's. We did the women's tournament. Crowned a new champion, Robin Parker from Alabama. And now we're looking for a new champion here at the men's tournament. Bradley Shearer, who you see here breaking. And he's racing to 7 versus Brett Stottlemyer. And that's just about all that's going on right now. And what are you doing? That's what I want to know. Out there blasting out across Facebook. Man, I like this Facebook Live. I like this Facebook Live, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So the 15 ball's an issue. It's got one lane up to the top left corner where he's just picked that chalk up. The 3 and that stripe there, the red 3 and the stripe. Brad Shearer steps up to bat. Looking at his problem 5 ball there. He's going to take care of that first. Probably shoot the 3, 6, come back for the 7, 2 and the 7, 8. He's going to play the little combo. I don't know about that one. It's fine though. Good, I like what he did there. I like how he walked all the way around the table. Even though it takes a little time, it'll help you reset. Okay, so he's shooting a 6 up table. He's gonna have to go forward towards the side pocket and shoot the 1 ball. He'll shoot the 3 in the pocket. He just shot the last ball in there, top right-hand pocket. Oh, he's gonna shoot 3 in the side. What? No, he's shooting the 1. He is shooting the 3. Okay, into the side, roll down for the 8. Why not? Definitely accurate enough to shoot it, so. Called his pocket. 8 ball, 1-1. We are rolling along here. Oh, that's nice. Winter breaks format here, that can get out of control real quick, one way or the other. Yeah, just to be fair, this is the first round match, and it is really early here, Eastern Standard Time, around 9 a.m. So you're going to see a little bit of a slow play until these guys wake up. I'm sure they were both here till well into the morning, this morning. He's going to float up and run into the 4 ball probably. He's hitting low ball here. Went that way. I don't know about that. He must not have been able to track towards the 4 there. He's going to have to try to bank out here. He's shoot it in the left hand, bottom pocket. The 6 ball would be the only issue with the cue ball rolling up into shoot the 8 in the bottom left hand pocket. This is a touchy shot here. Because first of all, you got to make the ball. There you go. Take a good solid look at the angle. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, early morning mistakes you probably wouldn't see these guys make in the later hours of the evening. Brett's match last night with Henry Brote was about, I think about 40 minutes. And we're already at the 17 marker, right? 17 time marker, 17-minute time marker. So he would have been at 3 or 4 up by this time. That was a later round match, later evening match. So you see that they play a little slower in the morning and make more errors. Definitely noticed that. When you would think that that's what's funny about pool. It's kind of opposite than anything else. You would think that you'd be your best in the morning. But here in Bizarro World, no, I'm just joking. I'm loving it here. I'm loving the pool world. 8-ball delivery, bottom right hand. Brad should have had that rack. Instead, Brett's going to fire at this 8-ball, bring it 2-1. All right, make sure you check out poolplayers.com. As you can see on the screen, the spring session starting very soon. You can qualify for one of the championships in Vegas and get one of those giant checks. Of course, the social aspect, have fun, meet people, play pool. Poolplayers.com. We are here at Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida. Their website is mystrokers.com. Strokers, Palm Harbor. Excellent host for this event. This is their probably 6th year here. And there's good reason for that. Okay, sent them all over. Oh. Cue ball in the side. We'll let Bradley have at it here. And just like the players, I'm also a little slow in the morning with the commentary, so bear with me. We're all going on about 4 hours of sleep. We will make it here at the U.S. Amateur Championship, and nothing will stop us. Oh. Looks like he's aiming to shoot it in the side here, so we'll see. Looks like he can do it. Oh, man. Another error. I'm waiting for my co-commentator, Jason Bowman, to show up. He's doing his administrative duties as the leader of the pack here of the APA stellar, almost military precision team here. He'll come with his grand entrance, Mr. Bowman, very soon, I'm sure.
I was tagging him in, actually. Can you shoot it for me?
All right, jump cue arrives on the scene. There is Jim, one of the referees from the Carolina area.
Good hit.
He's probably, I believe he's probably really knows Brad well. Okay, he's giving it up, ball in hand. Problem ball will be removed immediately. Yep, it's not how hard you can hit him, it's how soft you can hit him. He tunes right in on that cue ball. It'll draw your focus in. Closer you get to that cue ball as well. You're forced to tune in on your aim point because you don't want to hit the ball. And it makes the proper, closest to the proper pivot point at the thumb there. I'll be interested in asking Jeanette Lee what she thinks about that, being as she's a professional, a real professional player. Oh, got a little tester 8-ball here. You gotta want it. You gotta want it more than anything. Eat that 8-ball. Wow. Mistake. You see how he threw his arm? Threw his back arm around. Cost him a game there. 2-2 it's going to be if Bradley has his... Oh, wow. See it? Yep. He's going to go ahead and drop the 8 for him. 3-1, which does not matter in the winter breaks format. It doesn't matter if he's on the hill to 0. Matters not. There is no, I mean, everyone should know that by now. Yeah, a million times we've seen in this tournament. A race to 7, they just come back so fast. It's over. So 3-1, and the time to get comfortable is not now for Mr. Stottlemyer. That's for sure. And Brad needs to try to slow down some of his game and speed up other parts of his game, I think. That is just my opinion. And you know about opinions. They're meaningless. All right, so he's breaking about from the center of the table. Watch the 9 ball, which is the second ball back, and the 2 ball. One of those balls is going to track towards the side pockets. There we go. He got kicked out. The 4 will go. I like that when the collision happens, that colliding ball usually just rolls right up into the, not usually, but it has a chance to just roll right up into the pocket there. So Brett's about at the worst place he can be on the table right now. So I cannot see the chat. I wish I could see the chat, but I'm blind back here. I'm talking to a computer. I know you're out there, though. I know you're out there. Bye-bye, cue ball. Drop another quarter down in the machine, because this rack could be over very quickly. I mean, there's really the only ball on the rail. The only problem ball is getting on the 9 properly in the 11. And he looking right at him right now. He's going to stop shot this ball. I drew it back and try to get a little bit of a better line. It's risky, but he missed losing it to the 1 ball. He's good. He's kind of funky here. He's going to shoot this ball, then he's going to shoot the green stripe, or he's going to follow it right in the hole. Well, you're not going to give Shane Van Boning the 9 ball playing 10 ball like that, Brad, as you so boldly claimed live on our stream the other night. Nope. Cool. Early morning. You got to give it. You got to be fair to Brad, though. It's really early, isn't it, Steve?
For pool players?
And, yeah.
For normal people? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
For everybody. Yeah.
For everybody. Sunday morning.
That's what got him into pajamas for.
Yep. And if this was any other tournament, they would be playing in their pajamas. But this is the U.S. Amateur Championship, where we have a strict dress code. As you can see how sharply dressed Mr. Stottlemyer is. His sporting attire.
Good morning, Alvin.
Uh-huh.
You got me. Good morning, Alvin. How are you today, sir?
Good, buddy. Yep, you spoke before I could point. So. Hey, I like hearing myself talk, not.
Yeah, no, feedback is always good. So good morning, chat. This is Steve from the APA. I'm the photographer, video guy, partnering with Alvin and Inside Pool to bring the stream to you today.
The superior
I don't know about all that.
Video guy for APA.
Let's just say I'm a little more geeky than you. Is that fair?
That'll work.
Chat is chat's pretty active for being this early in the morning.
Oh, are they going off?
Yeah.
Now I can see it.
Yeah,
we got 444 people watching.
Yeah, not bad.
How's it
for
going
Sunday
out there?
morning.
I can finally, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Amen, right?
And now I can see. Now I can. All right, shoot some likes across the screen and some laughing faces for me.
I'll give you some laughing faces. I'll give you some hearts.
Oh, they're shooting us some love, Steve, some love. I do like that Facebook thing. Oh, there it goes. All right, Brad Shearer and Brett Stottlemyer. And once again, Brett is not comfortable at 4-1. Oh, yeah, you're not taking a breather at 4-1. No way. No way. Not in this format. Especially now we're going into 9-ball.
Using the magic rack. I see it now.
He makes
Catch me
every ball.
Introduce me to these players, Alvin. I haven't just joined the stream.
Brett Stottlemyer here is from Maryland. Great player. He's won a lot of titles over there.
And Brett's on the table now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's up 4-1.
Yes, he's up at 4-1, but I guarantee he's in panic mode to get this over
out.
Because Brad here is an extremely sharp shooting guy, and
yeah, I heard kind of the buzz before this match started. Everyone around the table was like, "Oh, this is going to be a great match. This is a good match."
Yeah. But Brad's not playing his
best game.
No, and Brett is pretty tuned in here. Let me get this.
There you go.
Sorry for the noise. We're in the raw here, man. This is raw.
I did notice coming in, I don't think either one of these players had too much table time before the round started. I think they came in cold.
I think they came in from
breakfast.
From leaving their comfy, warm spot at the DoubleTree Hilton where we're all staying.
Bruce Wilson says he lives 5 minutes away. Is it crowded? No. It's 9 in the morning.
Everybody's sleeping Sunday morning.
If you don't have to be here, generally,
there's nobody
pool players are not up at 9 in the morning unless they have to be.
No, but it will be happening.
It will get crowded later on for sure.
Okay, 5-1, Brett Stottlemyer over Brad Shearer. And if you're just joining us, we're at the 2016 APA U.S. Amateur Championships. I'm your wild man here from Inside Pool with Steve Alejandro from the APA. We're teaming up on this co-production. It's been great, Steve. I've enjoyed working with you. I'm glad that you have the patience to deal with my
you're fantastic.
With my little
don't sell yourself short.
My little spastic panic attacks that I have that are not aimed at you.
That's why you have me around. I'm a rock.
Yeah, dude, you kept me calm, man. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
It's been chaos, so.
It's not too bad.
For me, it has.
Let's head to chat. Actually, in the American Pool Players Association.
Yeah.
Just ask, how do I enter the USAM?
Let's tell them, Steve.
I think that's our fearless leader suggesting that we tell people. The best way to do it is actually go to poolplayers.com/USAM. And there will be a form there. Basically, what you'll do, we have preliminary rounds that you'll need to win and qualify to be able to get here. Those preliminary rounds aren't for a few months, and registration isn't for a few months. So definitely head to poolplayers.com/USAM. And there's a form on there. When you fill out that form, we'll get you on a mailing list. And when that time comes around, we will send you all the information that you need to get your chance to come to beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh!
Is it like the perfect weather out every day, or what?
It is the perfect. Yeah, it's Florida.
Never rains, never nothing. Just
that's why the snowbirds exist, which
is
come down in the winter. It's fantastic down here. It's 70 degrees every day. Beautiful beach, a lot of good times. Everyone's relaxing and loving life.
That's it.
So Chris Stout, hopefully that had the same question. How do you join this? Hopefully that was able to answer your question there.
And when they do enter this tournament, they will have a really nice hotel room down here in Tampa, as mentioned
Suites,
before.
Every room in that hotel is a
tell
suite.
where I want to be right now. And also the winner of this tournament gets a paid entry into a pro tournament. For the men, it's the U.S. Open 9-ball. And I believe they get the room there as well.
That is my understanding as well, as a room and board. We try to take care of you guys.
Even more than that, we'll have to have our boss man out there. What's
He'll
APA? Tell us what they get to win. As I can't remember everything, but
they can always check it on poolplayers.com/USAM. Again, that is the holy grail of information,
as well as our site.
Brian Black, the U.S. Amateur Tournament, he's asking, do these tournaments play on only 9-foot tables, or do they vary? When you're at the U.S. Amateur Championship, this room only has 9-foot tables. So, yes, so this is not a situation where you can only be good on a bar box. You have to be a well-around. You're also playing games of 9-ball. You're also playing games of 8-ball. So you have to be a very all-around solid player to do well here, I feel.
Well, speaking of solid players, Brett Stottlemyer is going to sink this this cheese here to get on the hill, but I guarantee once again he's not having any victory dances
He
going
feels
on.
like he needs to close this out.
If he makes one mistake, Brad can
could
break
take
and
it all
run,
the way
break and
to
run,
7.
break and run, break and run, break and run, break and run, and I think one more, and that would be the end of him.
Absolutely.
And to Brett.
That's what
and
you
we
see at this
witnessed
high
that.
level. Yeah, we did.
We witnessed that with Ryan Hollingsworth and David Singleton. Ryan was up 5-0.
Oh, Lord.
And David came back and beat him off of one
You
mistake.
can't blink.
So
You cannot blink
yeah.
at this level.
So Brad,
that's for sure.
So Brett's rubbing his eyes a little bit, having a sip of some soda there, and he's going to guarantees hoping
To get a chance to
he
come back
gets
to
a
the table.
shot on
And that's one thing,
the low
like,
ball.
if you can't get to the table, you can't get to the table. You can't do anything
Oh, you're
from your
iced.
seat.
And Brett won't ice you, though. He'll just run you over. Where are we at now? Now that we've got 37 minutes, he's on the hill.
Yeah, that's pretty darn quick.
Does he get a shot? He does no shot on the 3-ball. The
So
6-ball
so
blocks.
you think he's going to have to play safe here? Or
Yeah, but look at this 3-9 combo. You know he's eyeballing. He wants to. You know
do
he
you think
would
he can
love
get around there?
He would never play that ball. I think he's just.
You think he's going to go
He's going to
safe?
jump it to the 3-9 combo. He's going for it. This is
I
the
love
mistake.
it.
This is the mistake.
You think this is a mistake?
This is the mistake. Is going at a
This
flyer,
might be he's sitting in that
thinking
chair
I'm
right
on the
now.
hill. I'm on the
He just
hill.
wants to end it.
I'm on the hill. I can do this, and this is like a 5% shot that this ball
If
goes.
anybody can make a 5%
Or
shot,
less.
it's this guy.
Or less, in my opinion. I've probably never seen this ball go.
Melissa Landrum asks, is this a race to 9? No, this is a race to 7. Oh.
Yeah, he whiffed it. He must have mishit something there. He was probably not trying to do.
He put the ball right in front of the 3. I like it.
He was probably. He was just gonna.
I probably told this one by a mile.
I
Some
think
good
he.
sportsmanship there. That's cool.
I think he might have been just trying to boot the 3 up the table instead of going at the
Gotcha.
combo.
But he just missed it completely.
Right, because it didn't
Yeah.
look like he was going at the combo there.
Well, there's the chance you were talking about. He was
Okay,
able to carry him the
one
3
chance.
into the 9.
Now watch. Now watch.
You think this guy's going to...
He's in life support. He's on life support. You're going to see the best play you ever seen up from the kid. He's on life support. 2 to 6. Forget about it. You're going to see his A game now. But he's been making some early morning mistakes, so
Yeah,
you never
they'll do it.
know. You just never know, my friend.
I know I don't function well in the morning. Let's get a 6 on there.
Yes, I thought. Okay. Oops.
Combo,
obviously,
Mark
I'm
Lindbergh
not.
says combo 9's lame. You know what? It might be lame, but it's a 1 rack.
Yeah.
Like, you get a point on the board. So I can't really complain about that.
Oh, nothing on the break. See,
Wow, he
that's
just
that
broke
nerves.
dry, huh?
The nerves. That
God,
you have to
Stottlemyer
make
right
one.
back to the table.
That's totally because man, Brad break and run 5-6 racks all day.
Yeah,
for
no,
breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's the nerves. You're down that far.
He's a very. Both
Brad-
these players are both very well known in this room. I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about both of them.
Sure.
I've
Brett's,
seen
he missed
Stottlemyer
it too.
play. Oh,
See,
he missed one.
he's been doing that. He's been doing that. Yep. He's been doing that. He stood right up on the ball, thinking he had it. It says in the bag.
Christine Chandler says it's not scored traditionally, though, right? I'm going to assume that you mean is it scored like it is on league night? No, these are Masters League. It's just racks to win. They race to 7. Whoever 9-ball wins the rack.
These are basically pros
points.
these are pro players that have a job. Is what you're looking at here.
I don't know about all that, but
They're
could be.
close enough. They're the closest to pro you can get as an amateur. The only thing separates them is they don't do it for a living. Other than that, they play very high level pool.
I'd like to go back through our history. I wish
He's
Jason
shooting
was
a
here 'cause
9.
he has all this data in his head. I wonder if any.
He is here. He's on the chat.
Well, Jason, if you're in the chat, maybe you can chime in here.
Here, we'll call him and hold your phone to
There you go. Has there been a player? Oh, did you try to carry that in?
No, he tried to play the 9. It was a flyer.
He wanted to end it, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, that another point on the board. But my question is I wonder in the long history of the USAM, how have the players that we send on to the professional tournament, the Open, and things that you mentioned, how well have they fared? Like,
Yeah.
have we had any U.S. amateur winner go and do well?
I'm not sure. Jason would definitely know that.
That's definitely a Jason question. We'll have to bring that back. We'll have to ask him when he gets here.
Yeah, now Brad went at that circus shot when he should not have done that. And I think Brett is going to go ahead and close this out. He got a funny on this 5 ball to get to the 6, but he's a mechanic. We'll see what he can.
Heath Fields asks, is Ernesto still in it? But it's my understanding that Ernesto.
Oh, bad.
Oh.
Safety shot was what that was.
Gotcha. Ernesto is out, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah,
he lost yesterday.
Unfortunately for him. Yeah.
Which is shocking to me because when the game we saw on the TV table, he was.
That's how it goes.
He was killing it.
That's how it goes. The heavy hitters, they all knock each other off during the elimination rounds, and it's just a coin flip.
Brian and Henry, ask Brian and Henry how they've done. They have nearly half the USM titles.
Right.
LOL.
Okay. We'll do that.
We will. Chris Kemp asked, will David's match be streamed? We're not 100% sure. It's the tournament department that actually picks out who's going to be on the match, but who's going to be on what table. So
here he goes with another flyer.
He hit it.
Yeah, that's all he could do, really.
Yeah.
So Brett has another chance. Now this is the shot he's been missing. He's been moving a lot on this ball. So we'll see if he stands up on this ball or if he can keep it together and stay solid. Moved again, he missed it.
Yep.
See that? He's got a real problem with that shot. That rolling shot up the rail or up towards.
Hopefully that maybe Brad senses that is going to continue to try to put him in that position.
Oh, keep giving Brad chances. Keep giving him chances, Brad, and you'll see. You'll see what happens. He's eventually going to wake up, and it's not going to be pretty.
A couple of questions from the chat. Brian Smith asks, if Brad loses, is he out? I
think so.
Is this the one-loss bracket? Okay.
I don't know, though. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's first thing in the morning. They're not going to put the winners on first thing in the morning.
There you go. Next question
Jason would know that.
What kind of rack is that little triangle thing? I believe that is called a magic rack. Alvin, you want to explain what a magic rack is?
It's a template that's a very thin piece of plastic that has little holes in it that push all the balls into the center and tighten the spaces so that they have a completely.
Good shot.
Yep, here we go, 3-6.
3-6. Brad is definitely not out of this game.
Mm-hmm. So what that does is it makes sure you have the exact same rack every time, so you can work on your break where this ball is going every time with this speed from this point in the table. It's a way that you can guarantee, because when there's spaces, the balls are going to travel and collide in different ways.
Sure.
Than when there's no spaces.
So it gives you more consistency.
Yeah, it's totally. Yeah, and in 9-ball, it just. Like this, the 3 ball, which is the red ball there on the corner, that should go in every. Actually, the 8 ball is going to go in. Shoot the 8. He missed it that time, and he scratched. If you hit it and you don't hit the 1 ball square, that's what happens. The cue ball dive into the side. But the corner ball usually with the template rack should be wired to go right in the corner pocket.
Gotcha.
And then Brett makes both the 1 ball at the head in the side and the corner ball in the corner. At opposite corners, you'll see that.
Brian Black asks, what happens when a ball still sits on the rack after the break? They leave the magic rack there. It's so thin that it doesn't affect the roll of the ball. So and then
sometimes they'll move it, but usually they'll leave it there.
When they get an opportunity to pick it up,
especially with 8 ball. 8 ball, there's usually 3 or 4 balls covering it up, whereas 9 ball there's 1 or 2 maybe. But yeah, they'll play over it. Sometimes they'll leave it on the table. I've seen players just leave it on the table. It's really so thin it doesn't affect the roll, even though I think it does. But they would know better than I do, and a lot of them don't really care if it's there or not.
Yeah.
I think it's more of an eyes distraction than anything.
Yeah, I'm walking through, obviously I'm a photographer, and I'm walking through the pit quite a bit, taking photos and whatnot. I've seen both. People leave it, people pick it up. It doesn't really bother anybody, I don't think. And it's actually USAM, they can actually, both players have to agree to use the magic rack, or they can't use the rack. They have to use the normal wooden rack. Now, do you think the magic rack favors a stronger, like, say on league night? So it absolutely favors the stronger player, and not the weaker player, which is probably why we don't allow it during league play.
Yeah.
Because it favors the stronger player. And remember, league night, APA pool, our bread and butter, is all about amateur pool having fun. We don't want to stack the favors and the odds of the super strong players.
Absolutely. For the set winner,
Mark Lamberti says APA needs push-out rule. That's been discussed, but again, it favors the incredibly strong player. I mean, imagine playing a push against a 2. 2 doesn't even know what a push is, right?
exactly. So there you have it. You can find out all more details at poolplayers.com as well as usamateurchampionship.com. And there's a YouTube channel for APA. What's the address for that?
That is youtube.com/APA Leagues. Definitely subscribe over there. I know all these videos, all these rounds will live there, also on Inside Pool TV.
Yeah, Inside Pool Mag YouTube channel as well. We're kind of teaming up together.
Yep.
And yeah, and there's a lot of videos on the APA's YouTube channel that people can see.
Absolutely. We have everything from, fun stuff about being a league player. We also have tons of instruction. We have 80 Dr. Q episodes.
Awesome.
We're working on a
New
League Rat
stuff.
series.
New League Rat series.
We have
That'll be great.
10 episodes already, or 6 episodes already up with about, I want to say we just filmed 10 more, so definitely subscribe to see those as they
Great.
come
He's
out.
a great player.
Yeah, Lee's a good guy.
Get some
I'm a
great
huge fan.
tips from him.
A funny story about Lee real quick. The first time I worked with him was during a soccer game we had in the background. He walked in and he goes, "Steve, I apologize, but if they score, we're going to have to reshoot." And it was my first time working
Lee's
with
hilarious.
someone from across the pond as
Sure.
we were watching the sport. And it puts any American sports fan to shame. He was going crazy. It was a good time.
Yeah, I've witnessed that.
Good time.
Great. So definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep updated. Get down to this tournament next year.
For sure.
Get down here. You want to be here. This is a great time.
And again, that website is poolplayers.com/USAM. Preliminary rounds and registrations a few months out. Go to that website, fill out the form, and when that time rolls around, we will absolutely get that information into your hand so you can have an opportunity to come down here to Palm Harbor, Florida, beautiful, gorgeous weather, and compete on these gorgeous tables. So until next round, we will see you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot, Steve.